Hey guys, and welcome to today's video on the 3 reasons why cardio is the worst way for you to lose weight. I want to get straight into this one, but first take 2 seconds to subscribe to my YouTube channel, AshMayPT, and also give the video a thumbs up whilst you're at it. Okay, so the first reason why cardio sucks as a way to lose weight is down to basal metabolic rate changes. Basal metabolic rate is the amount of calories that your body burns in a day just running itself, just keeping yourself alive. The heavier you are, the more muscle you have, the higher your basal metabolic rate is going to be. So to demonstrate the issue with cardio and basal metabolic rate, we'll look at this scenario. Beth, she wants to lose weight. So she starts going to the gym and doing cardio. Beth has figured out that she can eat 1,600 calories a day with her current cardio routine and lose weight at a rate of 1 pound per week. Beth is doing great. As time goes on, Beth loses 10 pounds by eating 1,600 calories a day and doing cardio at the gym. It got slower, the rate of weight loss got slower over time, but she's lost 10 pounds. But there is a problem. Now her weight loss has stopped. So, why has that happened? Well, it's because she's lost weight. As she's lost weight, her body has gotten smaller and lighter, which has meant that her BMR, her basal metabolic rate, has gone down as well. So she's burning less calories in a day, but she's still eating the same amount, and her cardio is actually burning less calories now because she has less weight that she's moving in her cardio sessions. So now she has to eat less calories or do more cardio in order to continue the weight loss that she was achieving before. And it's inevitable that over time, even if it's okay now, eventually the food's going to keep coming down or the cardio is going to keep going up, and it's going to get pretty horrible. So that all makes sense. It's nice and simple. But that's because that she's lost weight. That's inevitable, right? It's not because of the cardio. Wrong. When your method of weight loss is down to diet and cardio alone, your BMR is going to drop quite drastically because you're not giving your body a reason to keep that basal metabolic rate nice and elevated. You aren't prioritizing muscle or strength. You aren't encouraging your metabolism to stay strong. Instead, you're telling yourself that energy is a limited resource and energy out is high in bursts of cardio. So, to keep you alive, to keep you functioning, your metabolism is going to be down-regulated, probably faster than you'd think. Luckily, this kind of metabolic adaptation can be heavily avoided by having your main source of training, your main training priority, being resistance training, lifting weights. When you're doing resistance training, you're doing several key things that cardio is not going to do for you. All of these are going to help to maintain, or even in some cases, increase your BMR throughout a diet phase, which is amazing. Mainly speaking, you are building or maintaining your muscle mass. Whereas if you just did cardio, you're going to lose muscle as you diet. A lot more than you would if you were doing resistance training as well anyway. Muscle is an active tissue on the body, which means just by having muscle, it's going to burn more calories just to keep itself clocking over. That in itself is going to lead to an elevated or maintained BMR during a dieting phase, as opposed to losing muscle doing cardio. So if we look at our graph, you can see that even as body weight goes down, due to the priority being resistance training, we are able to lose weight and maintain weight loss at the same calorie intake for a much longer period of time. In fact, depending on how new you are to resistance training, your BMR, like I mentioned, can actually increase because it is possible to build muscle when you're in a calorie deficit if it is that much of a novel stimulus to your body. This means that over time, during a diet phase, you're building muscle, you're going to be able to eat more and maintain weight loss, or just lose more weight whilst eating the same amount of calories. This is opposed to doing cardio, eating less calories, and losing less weight. Which sounds better? So, number 2, the next reason why cardio is the worst way to lose weight is the end aesthetic outcome of the weight loss. Basically, how you look at the end of the diet. Most people that try to lose weight are doing so because they want to look better, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. However, they all assume that just losing weight on the scale is gonna make them look better. And sometimes, yeah, this is the case. Sometimes you'll lose weight and you will look better afterwards. However, actually, a lot of the time, you lose weight and you don't look any different. You just look smaller. You've just shrunk down, but the actual definition, tone, shape of your body, all of those important things, it's the same, just. So when you diet down using calorie restriction paired with cardio, you will lose weight from a mixture of fat, muscle, and stored glycogen. Because of that, as you lose weight, your body composition isn't actually changing much, because the percentages of fat to muscle to glycogen, they're all kind of going down together, so your body composition isn't changing. This means that throughout the diet or at the end of the diet, you're not really gaining that definition that you were aiming for or that you were expecting. You simply just look the same, but smaller, and the scale tells you that you're lighter. On the other hand, if you utilize resistance training with a focus on building or maintaining muscle mass, you will be able to look significantly different from fat loss, from weight loss, because you've got that muscle definition to show through. Studies have shown that resistance training along with weight loss not only preserves more muscle mass, but it also increases the amount of fat loss throughout the diet. So when you're doing resistance training as well as all the other stuff, you're keeping more muscle and you're losing more fat. So the end result is going to be so much different than if that resistance training wasn't involved. These factors all together mean that if you focus on building or maintaining muscle mass whilst you're losing weight, you will look better at the end, and you will need to lose less weight to do so. So don't get in the trap of just shrinking your body down but looking exactly the same. Lift weights, change your body composition, lose fat, not weight. And finally, the last reason, the third reason why cardio is the worst way to lose weight is that it encourages metabolic efficiency. With cardio, you are sending consistent and regular signals to your body that energy is going to be required in a large amount in a small period of time at a certain point each day. And because of that, the best thing for your body to do is preserve the energy that it does take in, ready for that occasion. This means that you are encouraging your body to become as efficient as possible with the calories that you are providing it, so that it can get you through the day, get you through what it knows it's going to go through as easy as possible. It's going to try and prepare for that. So basically, your metabolism is going to down-regulate. It's going to reduce the amount of calories it's expending on other things, such as non-exercise activity thermogenesis, and even tiny things like hair growth and fingernail growth. All of that stuff is going to be down-regulated to preserve energy so that you can expend more during your cardio. However, if you pair your cardio with resistance training, or even just do resistance training and no cardio at all, this doesn't happen. In fact, the opposite happens. Literally the opposite. And this is probably the single largest positive of resistance training in the diet phase, and the largest downside of cardio in the diet phase. Resistance training alongside cardio or resistance training on its own is going to encourage your body to be inefficient with calories as opposed to efficient. Literally opposite. This is because when you're lifting weights, you are sending a signal to your body that says we need to prioritize muscle and we need to prioritize strength. And both of those things require a lot of energy to be thrown at them just to fuel the process in the body. Maintenance and support of muscle tissue in your body is an energy intensive process. It's going to cost a lot of calories, and if you're telling your body this has to happen, it is important that this happens, then the body has no choice but to use that energy on that process. Also, because your body is focused on supporting your muscles, it improves another aspect of nutrition called nutrient partitioning. This is pretty much how much of the good stuff you eat goes where in your body. So for example, with good nutrient partitioning, more of the carbs that you eat will be used in the muscles as energy. More of the protein you eat will be used for maintaining, rebuilding, repairing muscle tissue. Less of the good stuff is going to be stored in the body, and it's going to be used towards what you want it to be used for. Nutrient partitioning is a good thing to get right. So the amazing potential benefit to this is that with better nutrient partitioning, you might be able to eat more calories without gaining fat, especially if you're somebody that is brand new to lifting weights. If you are brand new to lifting weights, even when you're in a calorie deficit, your body is going to partition the nutrients that you consume towards building muscle more readily, rather than just storing them as energy, as fat in the body. So that in itself will elevate your calorie maintenance level, and a higher calorie maintenance level means you can lose more fat at the same deficit or lose the same amount of fat eating more calories. Win-win. So there we go, guys. 3 reasons why solely relying on cardio is the worst way to lose weight. Don't get me wrong, cardio is a fantastic tool for helping to increase your daily calorie expenditure and get you into a nice sustainable calorie deficit. However, when done alone, it does have the disadvantages that I mentioned all throughout this video. Honestly, there are way more reasons than the 3 I went through here, so I might even do a part 2 to this. Let me know in the comments if that is something you want. But for now, those are 3 strong reasons why you shouldn't just be doing cardio if you're trying to lose weight. Get some weightlifting in there as well. If you have any questions at all on the topics we covered today, or any suggestions for future video topics, drop them in the comment section and I'll get right back to you. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe to my YouTube channel, AshMayPT. Thank you so much for watching. Until next one, see you later, guys.